Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hurts. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Nix to the air. To the right side, he's got Vele. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Nix. To the right side and intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To Barkley on the check down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, 56 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. A quick throw here out to Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 32-yard line.
Second and 6. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Over the middle here to Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gifford. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's third down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing Nix. And he is caught. They'll have the first down and more than that. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
A gain of 45 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 19 yards for J.K. Dobbins. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and
2. 3rd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll try to pick it up himself. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Nix. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws Has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Eagles 7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
8 yards on the pick.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
45-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A gain of 10 yards.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Broncos 17.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
A gain of 27 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Broncos.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
31-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.